I'm Barry Tramel, and I can make you one promise. During the NBA lockout, I am not going to go write sports in Europe.
I'm Damon Fontenot, and hey, the NBA has been talking about expanding into Europe for several years now. Well, maybe they're finally going to do it, and it's going to be caused by the NBA lockout. Welcome to Press Row from Pubco Studios. Barry, there's a lot of guys saying now, following Darren Williams, that they might go and play in Europe, including Kevin Durant. It wouldn't be such a stretch for Serge Ibaka, who's from Spain, to go back play there. And we got a guy from Switzerland, Thabo Sefolosha, that might go play there or go play somewhere in Europe. What are we going to see here in the next few weeks as far as big-time players going back to Europe to play?
I don't think we're going to see much of it. I'll believe Darren Williams joins a Turkish team when I see it. I think these guys are doing a lot of posturing. I do think there is the chance that this Kobe Bryant exhibition tour of China, as he proposed and talked about maybe Kevin Durant going with him, I believe something like that could come to pass. But a lot of these guys signing with teams over there, I don't think so. I think cooler heads will prevail. Darren Williams playing in Turkey, a turned ankle, a wrenched knee, could effectively end his career and his earning power. Guy has 1 year left on a contract and then expects to bust the bank. I think these guys are doing a lot of talking. I don't think we're going to see a lot of defections to international ball.
Does seem risky. There was a section in the previous CBA that you could not obviously go and do that while you were under contract with your team, but now that CBA is expired, they can pretty much do anything they want because they're not under contract. But it's a little risky. I mean, if you go over there and, like you said, have a serious injury, you may be out of $30-40 million. But how do we know Kevin Durant on his planes, trains, and automobiles tour of China doesn't just get off there and just stay there and start playing over in China? China's got some money.
Well, they do have some money, but you know what they don't have? They don't have the conditions of the NBA. The NBA doesn't have the corner on outstanding basketball. It's the best basketball in the world, but you can find good basketball in Europe and other places. However, I don't think you can find the quality of conditions that you find in the NBA. The wonderful travel, the five-star hotels, the medical technology and equipment. I'm not sure that other leagues are up to speed with the NBA and those things. It's one thing for a guy that's been playing D-League to go to Europe, but for a guy that's been playing at the highest level of the NBA to go down to that level, I don't think it would take. I don't think you'll see a lot of guys attempt this.
But Barry, they can't get into those facilities right now anyway. I mean, like we've talked about, Thunder have a brand new facility right over here a few feet from our offices. Thunder players can't get in there anyway. They can't get the medical stuff. They can't work out. They can't shoot there. So if they're not going to be able to do any of that, why wouldn't they go to Europe for a few months and actually have a regimented workout and get to actually play ball against some high-level players?
Well, I mean, I just think it goes back to the risk. I think you can find good pickup games. I mean, that's what Kevin Durant and Westbrook and all the guys with the Thunder do anyways. They play amongst each other throughout the summers anyway. So I don't think competition and keeping your head in the game, keeping on top of your game, I don't think that's the issue. I just think it's a fun thing to talk about. It's a fun thing to threaten. But at the end of the day, I don't think you'll see guys doing it.
You may be right. I'm just not sure. European players might go back to Europe if they're playing in the NBA. They're from Europe. They might go back there. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Press Row. Of course, for the best Thunder coverage anywhere, stay tuned to News OK and, of course, the Oklahoman.